Okay, I just want to start uh, because for some things I can be really a bit of a perfectionist, and I don't want to be. I've been wanting to put some videos on YouTube for a while now. For a long time, I've talked about it, thought about it. Even in front of me right now, I have a list of ideas of things I want to talk about. But I never get around to it because because of me, like, oh, it has to be right. I have to have my camera set up like this. I have to have my lights set up like that. So tonight, I just wanted to start. I wanted to start with like a little preview of what I've been going through. This one is more like a vlog style. It's late at night. I'm sitting in front of the computer right now tonight because I have a little bit of work that I need to do for this company. I have a client of mine, and I'm going through. I'm developing software for this client. Let's put it like that. We're making a custom CRM for them. It's a need that they've had. It was one of these things where we thought about, should we build it? Can we buy it? We looked at a bunch of buy options and we settled on let's build this thing, right? So I'm really proud of that. Some of the things I want to talk about tonight, actually, and just make it really short, really brief, just so I put it out there and then just start. Is I'm literally just using the web camera that's sitting on top of my monitor. I already have a microphone here because I like streaming games, so I have a microphone here that I sometimes stream, and I use this for talking, back to nobody, right? Because it's a super small channel. And I do have like a video light here. The light's not perfect, but whatever, like just let it be good enough just so I could talk about some things. Well, 2020 was so hard on a lot of us. And I actually want to talk about that. I want to talk about that for myself. We're in 2021. The world is trying to get over this pandemic that we just came through. I think as individuals, we feel like, and man, we want each of our lives to take a turn for the positive. And I know I do for mine as well. But what some of the things I wanted to start, some of the things I wanted to talk about are what happened to me, and maybe these are experiences that the audience shares as far as what they went through. Because I really believe that a lot of people were really directly affected by the pandemic in a hard way. But then there were also those who had hard things already happening to them that the pandemic, when it came through, it just really exacerbated those things. One of those things for me, which came along in late 2019, is the fact that my dad was sick. He got sick in December 2019. He had a stroke. And it hit him really hard, hit him so hard, put him down. And we were dealing with that when the pandemic came rolling through. And so there are a lot of things there. There are a lot of difficulties, a lot of hardships that came along with that. But there are also things that I learned, from that situation. Um, Around the same time, when the pandemic was roaring and going on, like many people, the pandemic did really complicate things with the job I had, and so that went away. That was something else that I had to struggle with. But the thing that has me sitting here tonight that I'm really proud of, the fact that I'm working on something, a project that um, was birthed from the efforts that myself and a partner that we made in 2020. Um, Losing that job didn't put me on my back. Losing that job at a time when my dad was sick and I'm already going through, that struggle. I mean, we only have one dad, and for me, he has been, and he's still alive to this day, today, thankfully. But he is a good dad. He's been a great dad. And so it was hard to see him get hit as hard as he did. But through all of that, I am proud of the fact and happy with what I've learned from this past year, from 2020. And it showed me, and it for me, I was able to make moves that, you know, my partner and I we were able to find clients, we were able to find people to work with, and to do things for them. She being in digital marketing, me being professionally a program manager, right? So a little bit of my background is I am a technologist. I do work in IT. I build software, so I work with databases. I work with websites. I work with applications, custom applications. As I said, I'm building this CRM for a client. And we were able to look at opportunities, not just software opportunities, but marketing opportunities, but hardware opportunities. Looking to take small businesses and help catapult them into a state with software that mainly only middle to bigger size companies, they get access to. So that was our premise. Can we give smaller companies, access to some of these things, the knowledge base that big companies have, and that, hey, having an expert that can help guide you and take you through your own software build, or what you can buy to help improve your company, and what technology can actually do for you. So these were things that we were actually able to experiment with to some degrees of success, a lot of failures, but we survived those failures. Um, Tonight I'm going to be looking through this project management software that I'm using with the client, with the development team. Take a look at some things, add a bunch of notes here, right? Um, and I don't know, man. Like life goes on, and I'm still going. Things aren't perfect. Things aren't exactly where I want them to be. Um, but life's going on. Yeah, that's it, man. This one's a short one, but I want to get. But the reason for I will say the subject for this video, for me, or for anyone who has things that they want to do, is just start. I'm gonna say it's just start. It's not gonna be perfect. You're not gonna feel like all your ducks are in a row. You might feel like some things are misaligned. Some things could have been done a little better. But just start, man. Because, excuse me. But just start, because in the doing is when you figure these things out. It's when you can figure out that you might a piece of the puzzle might be obviously missing before you start, right? But what I will say is that can be either the full thing, or it could just be a tip of the iceberg, but you don't discover that until you get up on it and find that out. And that's what I realized with things when it came to, trying to grow this IT management company. And that's also what I'm taking to this YouTube video today, which is, you're already up, you're sitting in front of the computer, you have a webcam in front of you, and you got a video light not far away with a microphone here. What's preventing me from starting? So this is it. I'm just starting. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.